So a video caught my attention today. It was from Stephen Bartlett talking about an ad that was being run by Burger King. And the ad was showing one of their burgers going mouldy over time. And the point of the video was to say that their burgers are natural and therefore they'll sort of decay over time, where burgers from certain other retailers are sort of more dead and less nutritious and therefore won't go mouldy. So it was a kind of a rational argument presented in quite a visual way. Now, the problem highlighted by Stephen Bartlett was that this evokes a kind of a disgust reaction in the person viewing it. They'll have a negative emotional association with the product, which isn't really what Burger King wants. And this reminded me of something I'd come across some time ago. It's actually in a book by Oren Klaff, and it's a book called Pitch Anything. And Oren Klaff is a deal maker in the venture capital world, and he talks about it's a simplified model of the brain and the three layers of the brain, and what his point is that when we're trying to pitch something, when we're trying to sell something, we often talk very rationally and make a rational argument, but the receiver is actually listening to the very sort of ancient parts of their brain that's looking out for threats and for stimulation, for something that captures their brain. And so unless our message is appealing to their fears, their desires, or unless it's sort of simple enough to be understood by the receiver's very primitive brain, then they're going to discard quite a lot of what we're talking about. So, this is all about influence. And as a software engineer, you can be a very rational thinker, and you can present a case for a decision or a solution that you're working on that's incredibly well thought out, well documented, and extremely rational. But to your disappointment, it can get completely ignored because it's not listened to by the emotional part of the receiver's brain. So this is where we need to focus on. Influence isn't just about making a rational argument. It's about connection. It's about trust. It's about putting yourself in the other person's shoes and understanding their potential emotional response. So there we are, a lesson about influence in software engineering from Stephen Bartlett's Mouldy Burgers. For workshops, coaching, and other services to support software engineers and engineering managers in the tricky human aspects of their roles, please see my website at humancentricengineering.com.